Elvis is a music biography film about Elvis Presley, written and directed by Baz Luhrmann. Now this movie, I managed to see it in theaters. I was able to watch the last show before it left at a discount theater for only $5. So my friend wanted to go, and a big musical movie should be seen on the big screen. I just wouldn't feel the same boring from the library. So this movie starts off with Colonel Tom Parker, was trying to find a middle gig for his circus to bring in the young people crowd, and he hears Elvis on the radio and wants to recruit him and manages to get him to tour with Hank Snow, and they travel with the circus and they perform. However, he sees something in Elvis and he wants to become exclusive with him, so buys out his contract, ditches Hank Snow, and then they start working together in order to become the next big music thing. Now, this movie is really long. It's 2 hours, 40 minutes. It doesn't feel long because the movie feels like one big montage made of little montages. The movie doesn't really seem to have too much in terms of like good pacing, because there's a lot of voiceover for starters, because we're doing this story from the perspective of Colonel Tom Parker, but also whenever the movie never sits still enough for a scene. We always jump forward. The movie's such in a hurry, so we'll have like a scene where something happens and then it'll be quick. And sometimes the scenes the movie works when it's like got room to breathe, and like there's a scene where Elvis is really stressed out, so he goes to Beale Street and he hangs out with at a club full of black people and listens and just absorbs the music and chills out with them late in the night. See, that's a great sequence because it took a while, but other scenes get cut really short. Breakup scenes are only like 2 minutes long, or big emotional fights are only like 2 minutes long. It's such a long screenplay and movie, but such little content. The movie's also super sanitized. They literally gloss over his drug addiction really quickly and his infidelity. They didn't want to like delve too much into the nastier bits of his career. It was mostly focused on the exploitation of his manager and his passion for music. A little bit of interesting political statements he made throughout his career, humble beginnings, and some it's just really sanitized. A lot of stuff is just glossed over, which is that's okay because the movie's more of a tribute. But they definitely handled the material with kid gloves. They literally talk about his pill popping for like one scene, and it's part of a montage, and there's too many montages in the movie. The acting's great. Austin Butler's amazing. He hasn't done much really, but he's really good in this role. Tom Hanks is okay too, but it almost feels like he's pantomiming like Winston Churchill or something, and no one else in the movie really stands out besides those two. That's like mostly about those two. But it's great insight, really great musical numbers and production value. The movie looks beautiful. So, yeah, some of the musical sequences are fantastic though, like the beginning one and the charity thing. Yeah, a lot of great moments. Like the acting and the music and the production values rises it up from being an average film, even though the film doesn't dive too deep into the more ickier parts of his downfall. So Elvis is still a pretty strong film. If you're a huge fan of the star, then obviously check it out. I thought it was better than average, so I give Elvis a 6 out of 10.